Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and today on the Cajun Guitar Gear podcast, we are going to be looking at a cool new pedal, Fractal release some new stuff, and I kind of want to talk about a trend that I have noticed. But before we jump into the actual podcast, I kind of want to do a channel update. I figured I would just do it on my podcast, so that way I could kind of put it on my main channel. Today's podcast, I am probably not going to edit it very much, so you're going to have some gaps in times and some ohs and ahs in there more than likely, because I'm kind of on a time crunch. Things have been rather busy for me. I've kind of been dealing with crisis after crisis. They haven't been a major crisis, but they've constantly keep popping up, which constantly kind of been keeping me away from being creative. I recently started a new job on the 5th of February 2024, and the first week was mighty hectic. I was learning new stuff. I mean, the job itself is actually going really good. I get along with my new coworkers. Things have gone great. It's closer to my house. So, I mean, now that I'm really, like, sitting back and thinking about it, the job has been probably as good as it could have been, to be honest with you. It's been really good. And I come home some nights, my brain is completely zonked, and then the nights that my brain wasn't zonked, I just kind of want to play Dark Souls 2, because I recently just platinumed the first Dark Souls, so now I'm starting the second one, and that's, like, kind of like my unwinding, like, slash me have fun time. Try to at least touch my guitar once every day, but I think I did it like twice last week. And then earlier this week, it was Mardi Gras here in Louisiana, so there's a parade that passed by my house, so a bunch of people came over to my house. So then when that happened, there's a big cleaning that had to happen. So that happened. And then I think Wednesday of last week, I had to I had to plug my own tire in my driveway, because I had a screw in my tire. I took it to Walmart right by work. They were too lazy to plug it, so I had to come home. I had to do it in my driveway. And then next week there won't be a podcast, because I'm going on my best friend's bachelor trip. We're going to Memphis to like just hang out and stuff like that, so I have that going on. So today I had to deal with a crisis myself, because I was changing my oil, because we're taking my truck to go up there. Oil change went fantastic. I went to turn on my truck to cycle the oil through the system, and it wouldn't work. And I've been having a problem with the batteries in my truck. I've been getting codes for low voltage. And at one point, it didn't start. Whenever it got cold, my dad came save me. Well, I had a little jump pack thing. I jumped off my truck, but my wife wasn't here. So my dad came over, and I'm like, look, we got to swap the batteries. So luckily, I went to Walmart. I swapped my batteries. I spent like $370 on batteries from Walmart. Then after that, I went to the gym. I came home, I ate supper, took a shower, and now I am here with you guys. So just kind of a channel update. I'm trying very hard to get stuff out. I have a kill switch engage cover I did with my drummer friend Cameron like a very long time ago, like in 2021. His parts are awesome and filmed. I was the one who was dragging, but I originally filmed it with my old Headless Black Cat, but everyone in the world seems to hate that guitar. I ended up selling it because I sold both of my Black Cats, and I ended up with the Mayo that you see on the channel, which I actually love that guitar. That guitar is great. I'm trying to work on getting a 7-string one, and I found one, but I have to wait to see how much my house insurance is going to be. I know this is stupid first world problems, and I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what I've been dealing with. My house insurance has been steadily going up. We got hit by the hurricane, and then the insurance all went bankrupt. They lost a bunch of money, and now they're just jacking up the rates because they freaking feel like it, and it's been terrible dealing with that and dealing with the cost of living going up. But I've located the Deval. Maybe, hopefully me talking about it doesn't mean that it sells. I actually know the guy who has it. I really freaking want it. It's a baritone one. It's absolutely perfect. So if you want my Schecter SLS, I'm selling that. I'm selling some Tosin pickups. I actually sold my HM2 Wazacraft to my friend Joe. Thank you, Joe. So I got to get that shipped off. I went to see Vela Maya. They were awesome with Angel Maker and Reflections. They were really great. That was a really good show. I got the vinyl from that. I posted that on my Instagram, so if you want to see it, go check that out. Let me get back to the channel update. I have that cover song that I'm trying to put out. I think I'm going to do Drives with the Axis FX3. I think I'm going to boot that back up. I haven't done one in forever. On that, since I completely finished all of the amps of the Axis FX3, I went through all of that. That was a really fun series. I loved playing all of the amps, and now I kind of feel like I have a hole, because I kind of don't really have something that I can kind of like hurry up and do real quick. I have a ton of pedals I want to go through. I got a Maxon 808X, which I absolutely love, and I paired that with my Revv Tilt Boost, with my Revv. I've been playing for that. I got a sick deal for my friend on it. I need to do that. I have a ton of drives I want to do demos of. It's just, I gotta get my wife's camera for that, and that kind of takes some time. So that's kind of the channel update. Things are coming, but they've been kind of slow. Hopefully my job I can kind of get in a routine with my new job, and I can get in a routine with putting some stuff out. It's just, I've been dealing with like crisis like a bunch. Now, like this weekend, like I had to go place my batteries, and I wanted to do this podcast earlier, but that kind of ate up 2 hours, and luckily I was able to run. You know, like I'm very adamant about my gym time. Like I have to go there. I'm very studious about it, and I'm gonna be missing some time because I'm gonna be going on my trip. So that is the channel update. And as you can see, I got a bunch of crap behind me because I had a bunch of stuff in my old office, and I kind of was also dealing with moving jobs because I was at my previous job for basically 10 years, and my office, like I had a sofa in it, I had all kind of stuff in it, like I was really comfortable in my office. I really did like my job, but they were not paying me enough, to be honest with you. Like I couldn't buy any new gear. I couldn't really buy anything cool because, I mean, people are not going to send me gear. Like manufacturers are not going to send me gear. They never have. I doubt they ever will, really. So I have to like buy the stuff that I want to do, and then trying to resell gear in this environment right now is kind of terrible. So it was very emotional for me leaving that job. It was way more emotional than I thought it would be, which that kind of also took its toll on me because I like almost like cried when I left because I don't know. I guess I got used to the people that were there, and I got used to my routines, and I got used to everything. So there's been a lot of shifts in my life recently, and honestly, it's not really that bad. It's been actually about as best as it could be. But I'm just kind of explaining to you why stuff hasn't been rolling out, and like why I had to skip a week of the podcast, because I don't really like skipping weeks, but I kind of didn't have a choice. And the same thing for next week, I was not going to be able. So that I'm going to end the channel update there. Let's actually get into some stuff. Drfitwood put out a new pedal, and my awesome friend Mr. John from Sonic Drive Studios did a demo of it. I'm going to play it for you, let you hear it. He's using his baritone Schecter right here. It's actually a very good demo. John does some of the best demos on YouTube. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'll show you how much it costs and stuff like that. It's called the Drfitwood Heavy Hatchett out of Germany. Yeah, this pedal freaking rules. John makes it sound so great. It does have two channels in it. There's low gain, there's high gain. What's really cool about it too is the power supply in it. It's like different from most pedals. I can't exactly explain it greatly right now. It pretty much like doubles itself, if I'm remembering that correctly. It has a very good power supply in it. Just put it that way. The power supply in it is really good. It's actually 20 is in stock right now. It's basically 300 USD if you're looking for one. Go to Drfitwood Amps. I just search the Hatchett, and you'll be able to check it out. Nice quality components, perfect match. It's made to be used in front of an amp in a clean channel, or you can put it in their effects loop. You can do it either way. It has vintage. You can boost between vintage and modern on it. It seems like a pretty much complete drive pedal, and it looks really great. And I think this is great. All right, so let's move on from there. Let's check out, this is basically technically a quick riff if you want to look at that. Fractal just launched the FM9 Mark II Turbo. If you're familiar with any Fractal units, the FM9, it's basically like the FM3, FM9. Those are 4 units in the XFX3. This is the FM9. It just has a little bit more horsepower. The processors in it are a little stronger, faster, if you will, than the normal ones. And basically, that allows you to put more crap into like one patch. Basically, so you can put like reverbs and delays and all kind of stuff. You can literally have like you can literally just play like your entire gig on one patch. I never had a problem with that because I just break up my stuff into multiple patches. I don't have a problem with that. A lot of people don't like that. So if you would like a turbo, it's a little bit more expensive. It's literally the only difference is the DSP power in it. So if you're interested in that, you definitely can do it. How much are these exactly? Sorry, there's a pop. Sorry, where are you? God dang it. I don't even, I think it's like 17 or 18. Let's just go with that. I kind of want to move on to some other stuff that I've been checking out lately. And actually, yes, let's start with John's channel. I want to do a full-fledged video on this, but kind of in the spirit of what YouTube keeps pushing, I'm literally just going to talk about this since I'm kind of technically streaming. In a way, I'm not exactly streaming live, but I'm streaming, talking. Guitar YouTube is in a bad spot right now because its death has been kind of slow, but now I feel like the death has it's here. It's full on accelerating. And let me explain what I mean by death. I want you to look at John's channel. John has almost 60,000 subscribers, right? John does some of the best gear reviews and gear stuff on YouTube. His stuff is nice, it's tight, it's clean, it's thorough, and John is a really, like, nice guy, right? And like everyone else, he gets paid to do some stuff, and he doesn't get paid to do other stuff. And this whole, like, paid shill thing that's been going around YouTube, that's really bothering the crap out of me, too. While we're on this, I want to kind of shine some light on some stuff, right? It all ties in. Guitar YouTube is definitely on the downturn because a lot of the gear, I don't know if people are tired of gear videos or if YouTube has just been straight up turning off the view valve and not pushing stuff because they want everyone to stream and do shorts because no one has an attention span anymore. YouTube hates long form video. So basically, when I started YouTube, way back in like 2014, it was a thing to where you had to hit a 10-minute video because that was like, you could get enough ads in, right? And that was the thing. YouTube wanted you to make a 10-minute video, and we had to add, and then fast forward, we have to add apocalypse, and YouTubers have been jerked around everywhere, and it's specifically for guitar YouTube. Guitar YouTube has never really had like a crosshair on it because we don't do anything controversial, right? Like music and gear YouTube in general. But I don't know what the heck is going on, but the shift has been absolutely brutal because it's almost as if subscribers don't matter anymore. I've been told that a few times. And it is weird, and I guess it's true because let me shine a little light on this for you. So last year in 2023, I finally broke 5,000 subscribers, which was a big deal for me because I get a trickle in of subscribers. I'm not a huge channel. I finally broke 5,000, and thank you to everyone who subscribed and everyone who watches. It was a really big deal for me because I don't know if anyone knows this, but when you reach 5,000 subscribers, it's kind of like a mini milestone because YouTube treats everyone who has 5,000 subscribers to 25,000 subscribers. They put you in that same like lump, in that same like category of YouTuber. So when you hit 5,000, it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like a mini promotion. You know, you kind of, you're not exactly a lieutenant, but you know, you're up there. And I had more subscribers this year, and I made way less money. So I finally hit the 5,000 mark. I'll even tell you because I don't make a lot of money from YouTube, right? I make my payout's like around 100. So every now and then I'll get like a little $100 from YouTube, and I take that and I usually invest it like right back in the channel. Like I just take it and invest it right back. So a couple years ago I made $500, and then I made $700, and I think I made $400. And then last year, I only made $200 off of YouTube. I broke 5,000 subscribers. I put up the same amount of videos. I even started doing a lot more shorts. I only made $200. That is just kind of where everyone else is on YouTube. If you're not Mr. Beast, if you're not putting out like garbage content, that's just kind of what everyone has been making. YouTube has been like sucking the money out of us. And even I pay for YouTube Premium because I've had it. I've had it for like 8 years. I got it on my original Pixel for like $10 a month. And I'm like $10 a month, and I get YouTube Music, but I don't really use YouTube Music, but I use Spotify. But anyway, it's back when you had Google Play Music. Google Play Music was great, but of course Google killed. Google kills a lot of stuff. That's great. And Google has been making, YouTube has been making less money, right? Because everything inflated. Everything is way costing more. And what did Google do? Because they wanted to, what did YouTube do? Because they want to keep hitting their metrics. They passed that on to us, the common YouTuber, right? So a lot of people have seen a lot less money coming in, and it's been kind of bad because it's like everyone's out there trying their best to put out the best kind of stuff, and the reach is just not there anymore. It's like Google basically wants us to pay. YouTubers wants us to pay to advertise their stuff so you can get more views. So you basically have to work twice as harder or spend more money to get back to the level that you were at. And that kind of goes into a lot of YouTubers who are quitting, or they're stepping back, or they're not doing their work as much anymore. Why? Because they essentially have to do double the work to get the money that they were at. And a lot of these people have 20 and 30, even 50 million subscribers, and you have that many subscribers, right? You can kind of do that because a lot of your older videos is what's going to keep you afloat. It's the same thing with me. A lot of my older videos keep me afloat. I have a few short videos that I uploaded. I've also been sick this week too. I forgot to mention that. I've been sick a lot. Been finding that. Anyway, I wanted to look at John's channel, right? So this is his video on the Fender Tone Master. This got 5.9 thousand views. 5.9, yes. About 6,000 views. Look at his subscribers, right? He's at 60,000, so he's not a small channel, right? His Drfitwood, the Drfitwood pedal is new and cool. Only got 3.3k views. Like, this is the kind of cool stuff that I would want to watch on YouTube. And I watch a lot of John stuff because I'm interested in it. He got a Soldano. He finally bought a Soldano. That did 1,000 views. His HX Stomp video got 8. Are you seeing? You kind of seeing like, look, he did an unboxing video and he got 10k views on that. To me, in my mind, if a YouTube channel of this size, about 60,000, you close in on 100, each video should be doing about 10,000 views. That's just kind of what I've seen in the past. But like, for it to dip this bad, okay, so his Freeman video he did on the IRX, that one got 13,000. But like, look, a lot of his stuff is like hovering under 10,000. Now, is that because he's not working hard enough? He's not putting out videos people want to see? That could be a thing, but he has been very consistent with his stuff, and he has a pretty big following. A lot of people like to watch his stuff. Like, look, when he made this Ingo SE video, because that's a brand new hot amp, he barely broke 10k. It's very weird because he's actually physically doing gear videos and like playing and stuff like that. We're going back to about 3 months ago, got 11k. Someone got 16k when he did the Tone Master, right? I guess because people were really hot on the Tone Master. And it's when he unboxed his Ingo SE. He did like 2 videos on that. He got 11k. So you see where I'm going with this? And I want to kind of say this. Everyone that I show in this video, I'm not putting down at all. I'm not putting them down. I'm not really questioning anything. I'm just kind of doing it as an observation because I want to make a full big video on this. So as you can see, his views are down. Let's just kind of like scroll. Yeah, it's been this way for a while. Let's see. Like, look. See? His views back here are kind of up from 8 months ago, and you have kind of a dip. So it looks like it's within. Yes, because look, all of his views for about a year ago, most of his stuff is up. If you look on here, look, he's selling the Cloud Cortex video actually did a lot. Of course, it's been over time, but a lot of his new stuff, YouTube is throttling it. They are crunching the crap out of it. It comes up on my feed, but it doesn't look like it's really pushing it out there to everybody else. And John isn't the only one this happened to. So I want to look at something. Yes, I want to go look at Mr. Glenn Frickers, Mr. Sonic Drive Studios. He is at basically like 500,000 subscribers right now, right? And let's look at his stuff. So Glenn Glenn has been resorting to basically yelling at clouds and clickbait for a very, very long time on his channel because he felt the drop in his views a long time ago. And honestly, I don't blame him because, yes, the space is saturated. Yes, it's constantly people uploading, right? And you just kind of have to do that to trick the algorithm, right? So let's just kind of look at stuff, and I kind of want to see. You see this thumbnail right here with him small in the background of me. He does that for a lot of them, and apparently that does really good for his stuff. But even on Glenn's channel, look at the swings of stuff, right? So you have 30, 23, 47, 37. Stuff he put out 2 weeks ago, he hit 100, and then 30, and then 50. He did, this one did pretty well with the PRS one. That one hit 58. And then when he's the recording with the acoustic, that one only did 19. Fake knee, that's not a real knee. That one got 51. 3 weeks ago, 68, 38. Okay, so look. He got a $100,000 Neve console. This one did 156. Look at the stark difference between this, right? I suspect Glenn, so he's got 500,000. I guess he would kind of be in, approaching the 100K range on some of these, which he is. But just look at the swing in the votes, the swing in the views. And a lot of the stuff that Glenn does is look, you see this part, like his Ola England video blew up. Apparently everyone likes cheap guitars. Apparently that's what it is. Because you see how he's been using this. He uses this template right here. This template does well for him when he does this. And I'm gonna show that for another one. I don't know where he got this from. I think he might have consulted with some people to try and boost his views. I think that's what he ended up doing, which it does help on some stuff. And okay, taking how you feel about Glenn out aside, put that aside for now, and strictly look at this through a guitar YouTube lens of what's happening. Glenn has been doing a good job keeping stuff up because he does a lot of good stuff, but look how his stuff's getting smashed, right? He'll hit 100,000 views on some things, and then some things dip, and yes, and some things are clickbait. Yes, I'll definitely admit that, but I really just feel like YouTube, I'll say this once and I'll say it again, YouTube does not care anymore about long form videos. That's completely out the way because I don't think people have attention spans anymore. And YouTube, whether they admit it or not, they're trying to go after kids for stuff. They want kids who are just browsing on their parents' phone and stuff like that. They want to get kids because they're trying to just make money. Like I said, they're crushing us, the guitar YouTuber. And just don't take this as me complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm merely just showing you things because this is what's happening. So guitar YouTubers make less money, right? So that means they have to take on more brand deals, or they have to do more advertisements in their videos, which aggravates more people. And then at least says, oh, you're a paid shill thing, I'm not going to listen to you. Which it's, you can kind of tell when someone is a paid shill, or when they kind of dance around things when they do a video. You can kind of just pick up on it if you watch enough, right? But if YouTubers can't afford to get the gear that they want, strictly because YouTube is choking them out, so they can't make the content that they want, so they have to take on more brand deals and do more stuff. You understand where I'm going with this? It's YouTube by proxy is kind of making stuff worse. And let's check out his shorts. Let's go and do shorts. And shorts is another thing I wanted to touch on. Shorts is like the Wild West right now. It makes zero sense of what goes popular. Okay, so I uploaded some of my vinyl stuff to mine, right? I got the new, not new, it was old, it was orange. I got it cheap on Amazon, so I bought it. It was A Quiet Place to Die from Alpha Wolf, right? I put that up. I did some, video and some stuff. I got 1.4K short views on it, which that's kind of nothing. It's kind of a 200 views, really, if you're doing that to a normal video. And then let's go through Glenn's. So 12K, 5K, 14K, 30K. You see how the views are all over the place? I know, this is what YouTube wants, but shorts are we don't know what feeds it. We can't really tag stuff. Look, he got 172 on this one, and 24, and 12, and 37. It's shrink them down a little bit, and you can kind of see how much variance there is in this, right? 146, 65, 20, 18. There's no rhyme or reason to things. So YouTube wants shorts, right? They own these really short videos, but they don't pay as much. And I don't really like spending time on short stuff. I mean, of course you can clip it from a video. If you think of something cool, you can like do it, right? But it kind of like gaps your creativity. Gaps, not the right word I'm looking for. It kind of stunts it because you're just thinking on doing these little really short clips, right? And like you can't like sit there and come up with like long riffs or develop songs. And that's another thing. The whole thing that spawned me wanting to do this is that my friend Andrew Baina. Let's look at Andrew's channel. Andrew is in a band called Carcosa, a deathcore band called Carcosa, and so he made more money on Spotify than he did from YouTube, right? Which blows me away, because, like, okay, look at Andrew's, right? I've been following Andrew for, like, 10 years, right? When he was doing covers with Brian Storm, they were doing, like gent pop covers, which that's some of my favorite things in the world, right? I've been following him for a very long time. So he has 300,000, essentially 330,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? But he made more money from Spotify. And everyone's always screaming on, oh, Spotify doesn't pay, Spotify gives artists. Well, how are people making more money from Spotify than they're making from YouTube when they've been on YouTube longer? Yes, let's let some quiet in there. So that is what this spawned this whole thing for me, because I'm like, really? You made more money from Spotify than you did from YouTube? Let's look at Andrew's views. And once again, like I said, I'm not trying to put any of these people down. I'm literally just trying to look at facts. And I'm sure there's a ton of things I'm glossing over, but I kind of want to make this podcast fast, but we're almost at 30 minutes, but I kind of am almost done. So like, he did a cover with Line String song 2 days ago. Barely 3,000 views. 6 days ago, he did on his multi-scale Evertune from Aristides that got 11K. Unboxing, look. $30,000 from this is when he unboxed his guitar. He got 30,000 views from this, 11, and only 11 when he actually played it. So the trend that I'm seeing now is that talking about guitar is more popular than actually playing it. That's just kind of what things have like stirred up, because it's like, what's that dude? I think it's Mike Cole. Mike Cole's like videos have been like absolutely blowing up. He's been doing the best of anyone I've seen, but all of his videos are like, why guitarists hate Fender, why guitarists love Squier. And he plays a little bit, but he mainly talks more than he plays. And his videos like do really well, and his channel is like massive. So that's just kind of the thing. It's like playing guitar doesn't care anymore. People, I don't know if it's YouTube pushing this or if people in general just are tired of gear. I don't really know what it is. So, and this is the biggest thing right here. So he unboxed the guitar and like barely, just played on it for the first time, really just like raw. Unboxing videos do better than actually playing the guitar, and this is proof right here. And this is when he walked around NAMM and he was like trying to find the most expensive guitar. That did 33. Look, he did an instrumental cover of a song, 6,000 views. I remember 6 or 7 years ago, that's how Nick Nocturnal got famous. That's how people know who he is. He would like cover songs, like he'd have a cover of the song out when it's been out like 3 hours. Like he would do it really fast. That's how he rose to popularity. A lot of guitarists that do that, that have done that, rose to that. And now Nick does a lot more podcasting and stuff. So, and of course, talking about stuff is more popular than actually playing. I don't remember the last time I watched a Nick video of him actually playing guitar, to tell you the truth. Look, the lowest tuned band in the world. This is one of his, look how good this video is. This video was actually really good. It was kind of like him talking, not playing. Talking about how Limp Bizkit actually went lower before Meshuggah did. Nuclear Meltdown sounds like not even 5,000. A String for Dummies, that got 24. His guitar collection actually really good. Of course, talking, not really playing. Top 10 heaviest breakdowns. So it seems that Andrew's views have kind of been up a little bit, but like look what he does. Like look, gear demo, not even 10. His vocal, that's actually did really good. That one did 10 when he did a vocal. His Insane Lag Rig, that did good. I'll go ahead and plug in like 10. Like just look when he did this short video. Is this a short video and it only got 5,000 views? Look when he did an unboxing. 30,000. Yes, I'm sorry, there's a train in the background, but we're just gonna power through it, right? And then this is when he was on Musician's Mansion. This one did real. This just blew up. That was actually really good. That's one of his. And yeah, more Musician's Mansion. Spirit Box Heavy Riffs. I didn't even break 10K. This didn't break 10. That actually did pretty good when he was showing off his H string. And look, the Schecter one did really good because I guess a lot of people are interested in that. And then this one did good. Look, basically anytime Andrew doesn't unbox something, if he does a cover song or if he does a gear review. Sorry guys, I don't have time to edit out these burps. I'm on a time crunch. I'm sorry if that's disrespectful. I'm really sorry. Look, you can obviously see the drop. I don't know if that's what people don't want or if that's just not what YouTube's pushing. But look, cheap. So what we're seeing now is talking about guitars, showing unboxing stuff, and cheap guitars. It seems to be the thing that guitar YouTube wants right now. And there's one more person I want to go look at is Mr. Leon Todd, because we feature him all the time, and he's a great dude. So Leon is about to break 100,000 subscribers, which is insane, because I remember I've been with Leon when he had like 7,000 views. Not 7,000 views, about 7,000 subscribers, and he's blown up. And let's look at Leon's, right? And the type of stuff Leon does is he'll do 5-minute tones. He does a lot of different stuff, right? He goes over the Aspects firmware stuff, and then he does like do a lot of gear stuff. And he did this really cool 80s video, and like no one watched it. Look, his Q&A did about 5. Best and worst in Emma's gear podcast, that got 1.7. His build tutorial from FM9, that one almost did 5. 7 past effects companies compared, that one only did 2. This did 2 in the HM9, that was new. This was really cool. The Insonic right here, this was a really cool 80s like rock gear. I guess no one cares about that. That one only did 2.6. But look at Leon's views. Leon makes really good crap, right? I love his videos. I love him as a person. He's a great dude and guy. Look, the gapless switching from the FM9, that did a lot. New modelers, Q&A. Look, all of his Q&As are like the best things that are popping off views-wise. I'm not saying that's the best video. I'm just saying strictly, like we're looking at stuff that's strictly popping off view-wise. And look, 4.9. Like, let's look at the views. Like, he has 100,000 subscribers. So either one or two things are happening. Either people who are subscribed are not watching, which could be happening. YouTube is not pushing out his videos to people who are subscribed. That could also be happening. Or people just aren't interested in videos he's making. But if people aren't interested in the videos he's making, why does he have close to 100,000 subscribers? And he has, his subscriber growth is growing. I mean, you can go on Social Blade and check it, but I kind of don't want to get off that deep. I kind of want to wrap up the podcast. So what is the whole point of this? The whole point of this is I wanted to show this to you. Because if you have a favorite guitar YouTuber, you need to support them. You need to try and watch it as much as you can. If you can throw them $5, which I've wrestled with starting a Patreon. I don't really like Patreon, or Patreon-like service to like get money so I don't really like asking people for money. Like I especially in this climate, like I don't like asking people for it. It makes me cringe, and I don't want to do it. I had the idea to be like a Project Farm. Let's show you Project Farm. Project Farm is an awesome channel if you don't know about this. He tests like any and everything in the world. Like Best Trash Bag, I want to watch this. I haven't watched him in a while, but everything he does is like, even his views are down. Everything he does, he buys himself, and he puts it through a battery of tests. So if you need to know, like, flashlight, jack stand, oh, look, like, tumbler cup. Like, he did his tumbler cup one blew up because that was, like, really hot. He, like, tests chainsaws, jack stands. He redid his truck. He showed that. He did pins. Like, his oil tests are, like, some of the best. Like, he shows you what's good and what's not, right? I kind of had the idea I wanted to be, like, the Project Farm of guitar YouTube channels, where I would, I don't know, like, see, he has a Patreon, but Project Farm does not take any sponsorships. He turns down every sponsorship he does because he wants to be 100% impartial. Everything that he does on this channel is user suggested. So user suggests it, and then he buys it and uses the money that they give to him, and he'll buy it and he tests it. So he's being 100% subjective so that he can give us the best stuff. And that's kind of what I had the idea of doing that, but in the spirit of that, you need to donate to your favorite YouTuber if you can. If you can't, it's fine. Share their stuff, like their stuff, comment on the videos. because that does help too. I know people constantly beat you in the face with that, but it's 100% true. Because if you don't really support your favorite gear YouTuber, there's going to come a point at one time that you're going to look up, like, okay, what's the best 7-string guitar that's a baritone, right? And you're going to go to your favorite YouTuber, and the video you want is not going to be there, or it's not going to be good. Why? Because YouTube is smashing views. And look, I really want everyone's comments about this in the video, in the comments down below. I want to do a full big blown video on this that's not on a podcast where I'm just looking up stuff randomly, where I do, like, you know, write some stuff down. I really go after it. But, you know, everything I've just explained about where everything is in my life right now, I don't have time. I really wish I freaking did. I really wish my brain was mush when I got home from work. But a lot of times it is. And that's where I'm going to wrap things up. I know I'm stopping on Project Form, but that's where I'm going to wrap things up for this podcast. Just, you need to support your favorite YouTuber, because views, like I said, views are down and money is down. And when that pressure gets put on your YouTube, especially people who only do YouTube for a living, it's very stressful, because then people are going to start falling into, like, making cheesy videos and easy videos and bad videos, which that's something I really wanted to cover, but I haven't, because a lot of people would not like me for that. I find that guitar YouTube videos have been from people who have really big channels. It's none of the ones I've even showed you here today. I find that the videos have been getting really sloppy and really lazy, to the point to where if I would release a video like that on my channel, I would get flacked for it and told I'm bad and I should not make YouTube and I suck and I should die and stuff like that. Oh, I'm probably gonna get dinged for that, because I said that by YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. But do you see where I'm going with all this? Things are not really great. And I'm not saying this to complain. I'm saying this to the fact that I want to explain why YouTubers are taking on more sponsorships. I want to explain why YouTube videos may not, you may not have been seeing them a lot in your recommended feed. If you, like, you're going to have to, like, physically go to their channel to see their new stuff, because YouTube just does not push stuff like it used to anymore, which is sad. Because you subscribe to somebody because you want to see them, but then YouTube, like, doesn't push to you, or they, like, randomly unsubscribe you from the channel. That's happened to me before. If people are like this, randomly get unsubscribed. So, guys, this podcast went on way longer than I thought it would. I probably will not edit it. Thank you so much for watching, if you was watching. And, okay, so put all of your experiences and stuff you've had with just as a viewer, of videos not popping up in your recommended feed. If you are a YouTuber, give me the spiel of what you've been seeing. Am I wrong with the stuff I've been saying? Put it in the comments down below. I just feel that there's a undertow on YouTube right now, and it's sucking a lot of people down into it, and they're disappearing, which we've seen with a lot of YouTubers quitting, and that's with huge, massive channels. I don't really have any plans to quit, because, I mean, this is fun for me. It gets a little soul crushing a lot of the time, but I don't have any plans to quit. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. I'm very sorry it's unedited. Like I said, I was up against a time crunch. No podcast next week, because I'm going to be on a trip. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.